I can't imagine.
Right.
I don't know. And it's important to me.
Yeah, it's important for you as well. You've been high flying in high school as well. So, yeah. It's just been a trend, and now that you've reached college level, you're going to use all your skills in a different way. Transferable skills as well.
I also think that I wouldn't have as much to write about, and I think I would probably be, imagine how much more awkward, I'm probably awkward right now, but imagine how much more awkward I would be if I hadn't had, like, the social skills that I learned in high school.
Well, you wouldn't know that if you didn't go to high school.
And I don't think I would be this, I don't know if I would have made it through the thing that we briefly talked about, but we're not really talking about. I don't know if I'd have made it through that if I hadn't been in high school, because I got bullied mercilessly in high school.
You did?
For being tall and ugly and awkward and, like, just things that I had no control over. Like, they would call me a giraffe, and, like, they would call me a lot of things. I would do my hair, I'd put my hair in a ponytail, and they'd say that I looked like a horse. Like, literally anything I did, to the point where it was a very liberal school, so there was a school newspaper, and they would make fun of me on, like, the back page of the school newspaper. So high school, in that sense, was so hard for me that, because it was people that I had to see every day and knew, and they were so mean to me, that dealing with people on the internet,
and more people on the internet,
dealing with, it was just kind of like, this is awful to say, but I'm just used to it. I'm used to being bullied, which is awful. Even now saying it, it sounds like a terrible thing to say, but I don't expect people to be nice to me. Like, when you guys have been so nice to me today, I was like, I don't expect people to be nice to me, and I don't expect people to like me. And because my brothers and my mom, and everyone likes them, and I've never been that person that everyone likes. I've always been too tall. I've only not got along with girls, not got along with boys, not been sexy enough, not been sexy enough, but then at the same time not been like buttoned up enough. I've never been right. So I don't expect people to be nice to me. So when they aren't, when I'm right and they're not nice to me, it doesn't even faze me. And that's a terrible thing, and I wouldn't suggest to anyone to get used to bullying, and I wouldn't suggest anyone to stand for it. Don't take that lying down. Don't let that happen. Right. But that's really what's happened to me, and I'm okay with it, because it really is like a self-worth thing.
And you know,
I used to believe it. I think I used to believe it, and that's why I expect it. Because I used to believe that I wasn't good enough. I used to believe that I wasn't good enough, so I expected people to be mean to me.
Right. And if somebody hammers something in for long enough, it'll become fact.
Yeah.
Even if it's just mere opinion.
Yeah. Right. And now I think I expect people to be mean to me, because I think that they don't know me, and I think I would rather have people be mean to me
than be fake.
And also than be mean to themselves. I would rather have girls on the internet, like you were talking about, I would rather have them be mean to me than go bully someone at their school that couldn't handle it.
Okay.
I would rather have all of the bullies say terrible things to me online and in person than to the 13-year-old girl that lives near them.
Right, so you want to almost shift their
I would,
to you.
I'm not saying, hey, everyone be mean to me, but I would rather have that than someone who couldn't handle it.
Right, and a lot of the time when people do bully others, it stems from their own feelings of inadequacy.
Yeah.
Have the people that bullied you, are they still in contact with you?
In high school?
Have they seen your success now? What do they say?
This is pretty funny. There were people, definitely like the people that, I think maybe when I was on tour with Cody, maybe my first big tour.
That's Cody Simpson.
Yeah, Cody Simpson. Yeah, sorry. Say his first name. I'm such a dick. I'm not like.
But you're on first name.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like, oh, we're on first name basis. No. When I was on tour with Mr. Simpson, no, I'm just kidding. When I was on tour with Cody Simpson, we played a sold-out show in Boston, which is my hometown.
Yes.
And the newspaper that when I was in high school used to print me and stuff about me on the back page, the editor at the time, who like wasn't someone I knew because I had graduated, or maybe I think I knew them, but I didn't know them well because they were younger than me and we weren't in the same class, emailed and asked if they could interview me for the newspaper, like as a singer. And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And people have like reached out to me on Facebook and stuff like that, or texted me, or people that I wasn't really friends with, or maybe that I was friends with in like 8th grade that were mean to me after and been like, oh, I saw that you were doing this. And either like asked me for tickets or said, that's so cool, we should hang out sometime. And I'm like, oh yeah, like sure, but no, like no, that will never happen. Like, no. And not that I'm like holding a grudge and still don't like these people, but they're not the kind of people that I want in my life. And I have no time. I work so hard all the time. I don't have time to spend time with all the people I do love, let alone why would I make time for people that...
So you want to prioritize?
Yeah,
what's most important.
Yeah.
You agree, right?
Yeah, absolutely.